the sphenoids on midline. The crosshairs here will be slightly above where you'll see the atlas. Odontoid and transverse foramina. So the first line, well, no, one line that we draw is what's called the vertex skull line. And that's essentially like the central skull line. If these line up, then from the center of the dens, you simply draw a vertical line. And it doesn't even have to go through center here. As long as the sphenoid is parallel, or well, vertical, parallel to the vertical axis, then that's good to go. You know, if you have head tilt, then you can divide the sphenoid in half, find that center, and go to the center of the odontoid, you know, as an option. If the neck is off center, then of course your C2 measurement is not going to be accurate. So then the other line that we draw is the transverse plane, atlas transverse plane. And you know, in the old ways, you would place 4 dots on each of the transverse foramina, find the center. You know, you can cross-hatch them this way, and draw a line through those. And then either you have a left laterality or right laterality. So at this point, it's either anterior or posterior, depending on laterality. But currently, what we're doing is dividing the lateral masses. So you put a line in each of the inferior masses, a dot in each of the anterior lateral masses, and then you find the middle of those and draw that line. And in my practice, I still do both to see just how much asymmetry, you know, difference there is. And by and large, if you pick the points carefully, they're actually almost always the same. But in some cases, you'll see that you'll have a transverse process that's really small on one side and big on the other. And so then you just, you know, lay the protractor on here and measure the angle. Just make sure that you know what side the laterality is on, so that you list it as either an anterior or posterior.
So do you do your check line, or do you not? Do you not do an atlas check line? On the computers here, we do the plane line, and then there's another tool that's the check line that's off, or that's just above that to make sure that.
Well, that's on the nasal.
Oh, am I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but you can use it here. I mean, I do in the other